Can you hear me now? Okay. Sorry, my Yeti was on mute. So it's a bit hard to hear me when I'm on mute. Thanks for letting me know. What I was saying is like that I was really looking forward to being here doing this meditation. I have really, really, really loved this month's full moon meditation with the message from Yanzi. Wow, I was just blown away by it. I have listened to it probably, I don't know, 6 times already. And it's just like at the moment my go-to meditation. It just makes so much sense. It's on openness, as you know. And it really helped me to understand openness better. And it makes so much sense, doesn't it? Makes so much sense. And so I think it's so cool when we get these understandings, these deeper understandings, step by step. That's what happens for me. It goes step by step, and then I need to practice that deeper understanding. And then I might be lucky enough that I sometime truly even experience what I have understood a little bit better. But there is still that step, which is the hardest one to step into, isn't it? The true experience of it. I think the first step is the understanding. I can remember that sometimes when I started with Tong Yuan, I could even feel a little resistance inside of me, kind of a bit like, really? You know, the mind coming in, kind of defending why that might not be safe, mostly. So when the understanding comes of what the heart can do and what that can do to our life, it's the next step. And then there's another step we need to do, and that is actually truly being it. It's that state. And I think it's so beautiful that we are really now at this level of creating this state of the heart qualities. So I did feel in the last few days that it would be nice to go a bit into openness in this meditation. So there might be a little bit of that come in too. But we'll just see where it goes, where it leads us. Don't know if there might be any time in silence or if it's going to be quite guided, like I try to make space for silence so we don't get overloaded with words. Okay, let's head into it. So I'm sure you found already your posture for this meditation. And then you can close your eyes and let's just use our senses to bring the awareness to the present moment and to the body. Let's start with the sense of touch. Very clearly we can feel the weight of our body on wherever you sit, and however you sit, you will feel the weight in different parts of your body. Just notice that weight, that touch between your body and the surface of where you sit. And then there is also the touch of all our clothes on our skin. Just bring your awareness to that. Feel your hair on your head, and depending on how you are wearing your hair now, it will feel differently too. So just bring your awareness to that. And then become aware of the parts of your body where the skin is exposed to the air, and just feel the touch of the air on your skin. Such a big organ, our skin. It gives us so much experience of this world and of what we can touch in this world. And it gives us so many sensations. What a wonderful sense organ covering our whole body. And we can also feel the sense of touch when our air is flowing from the outside into our lungs. Just observe that. You can feel the air flowing in through the nostrils and throat, and you can even feel the air filling up your lungs. And then it's a different feeling when the air flows out of the lungs. Quite different. That's touch too. That awareness of the air, the temperature. And because our awareness is on the breath, we might bring in the sense of smell. Just become aware of your sense of smell. Picking up any scent. We only know how amazing the sense of smell is when we lose the sense of smell, maybe when we have a cold or when we are sick and we suddenly can't smell things anymore. It's quite a different world. So I think as we move through the senses, we can really bring that appreciation to these wonderful organs and the experiences they provide us with. And then connect with the sounds inside you and around you, outside your house. All sorts of sounds probably. Maybe we can stay away from judging which are nice sounds and which are not so nice sounds. Maybe we can just hear. And then even if we have our eyes closed, we can still kind of notice colors and maybe even kind of forms visible with the eyes closed, patterns. Just become aware. The light shining through our eyelids, more or less, giving us some experiences. And then there is just a sense of taste left. Obviously more prominent when we eat or drink something. But just be aware of that quality in your mouth, on your tongue. And with bringing our awareness to the present moment, connecting in with our senses, there is something different happening in us. And that is that our focus is in the here and now, and our thinking mind is not active, thinking about other things than just what we experience in this present moment. It's a wonderful tool. And being in the present moment is very relaxing. Isn't that beautiful? So feel your body. Check in if there are still any major tensions in your body, and maybe you can invite that part of your body to relax. But you might already feel actually, wow, quite interesting, I have relaxed quite a bit. And see if you can do that even more. If you can let go a little bit more of tensions you don't need right now. And we know that relaxing is that first step. That first step that we can really become aware who we really are. That space inside of us. So connect in with that awareness of spaciousness and emptiness. In the heart, but in your whole body, in your whole being. That open awareness. Maybe you can observe how this emptiness and spaciousness feels for you. What else is feelable in this? And can you notice that you are actually already one with the universe? But we only notice it when we bring the awareness to it. Like with so many things, we need to bring our awareness to it. So experience that openness and spaciousness of everything, of the whole universe, of it all. And you are right there, part of all of that. So it's in that space, and in that space inside of us, where we can connect to that deep calmness. Inside of us, and because we are everywhere, we are unified with everything. It's the calmness of everything, the calm of the universe we are experiencing. And it's so much peace there. It's like floating, floating in wherever we can float, in water, in space. And in that awareness and in this experience, we can feel the Gongjing. And I'm going to name the qualities of Gongjing, and let's connect into them one by one. Experience the presence of these qualities in our heart, but because we are unified with everything, it's the heart of the universe we're experiencing. So experience that unconditional trust, that state of trust. The openness. Experience the unlimited, unconditional love. And this deep gratitude, this state of gratitude in everything and in us. That deep and pure respect. The respect actually towards the universe and every creation of the universe. And that includes us and our life. And that humility. Just being there, present as a state. When we look at the universe, there is no other way than being humble. Connect in with compassion, Was the compassion present in the universe and therefore present in us too? Such a wonderful quality, compassion. So caring, so nurturing. And empathy. I feel you. I feel you. Can you feel that the universe feels you? And everything you are going through? Let's feel for ourselves too. Let's feel ourselves in that way. Like, yeah, I see why you have a hard day today. Or, I know, I understand, I feel you being upset about this or that. That's empathy. Understanding. Understanding. There's so much understanding in the universe. The universe totally gets us. Let's find this in ourselves, for ourselves, but also for others. When we understand ourselves, Gongjing is there. When we understand others, it's the same. And when we are so connected to that unconditional understanding of the universe, it's always there. Accommodation. Accommodation. Jan said it's such a beautiful workshop on accommodation. How accommodating is the universe? Explore it. Wow. And that's you too. Your true self is totally accommodating. And that is who we are. So it's an innate quality of us to be accommodating. Let's feel that quality. Tolerance. Tolerance. Probably quite close to accommodation. I find it I find it easiest to connect into the tolerance the universe is experiencing for us. Like if I just imagine how patient and tolerant the universe is, and it's just observing, it's just, if you look at nature, nature is obviously changing depending on what we do to it. But it's not judging us. It's just tolerating it and flowing with the consequences. It's so unconditional and wow. And we are the universe, so it is there in us too, that tolerance. And I would like to bring also acceptance in. Acceptance. I just find it so nourishing to know that the universe accepts me and my true self accepts me how I am in every present moment of my life. Also when I have my very dark moments, also when my patterns are in action and having like a blast. Isn't that a nourishing, nurturing awareness? That unconditionality, that acceptance. It's so filled with deepest trust and patience. I'm just always so impressed with the patience of the universe and of Yonsei and of, people who truly live these qualities. And we have them too. We are accepting and we are patient deep inside. That's our true nature. So it makes so sense that that verse in the 6 verses of I open to the universe with reverence and utmost Gongjing. And it makes so much sense that the universe nurtures our heart with compassion and love. And really connecting into that love and compassion of the universe makes us understand that it's in us. It's in our hearts. And so what comes with all of this is the state of being relaxed. There comes this sense of freedom. And that joy, the joy arising in our heart. And so the chi is flowing. Feel the flow of your chi in your body. Connect in with your lower dantian, And breathe, opening and closing in lower dantian. Connecting in with this pulse of the universe, this opening and closing in everything in the universe. A coming and going, a gathering, a dispersing, going out, going in, like the breath, like the tides, like the days and nights, the moon rising and setting, and the sun doing the same. And sometimes I can catch myself wondering about the closing, because of kind of closing, could have a little negative meaning, or maybe that's just me, I don't know. But if I think about opening and closing of the heart, and closing doesn't feel good, because closing is just not so nice. So when my mind comes in and then it wanders, about that closing. And so when I was just guiding that opening and closing, and this little awareness of all the opening and closing, I was thinking about openness. About openness, the quality of openness. And I realized that openness is a state. So even if everything is opening and closing and gathering and dispersing, openness doesn't get lost. When things are gathering, when something is coming in, when there is a closing in happening, it doesn't mean that the openness disappears. The openness of the heart can stay open even if the heart is opening and closing. The chi in the heart, and the bright light is going out and coming in. But the state of openness doesn't need to change because of that. So let's bring the awareness to our beautiful, bright heart. This beaming bright light there. Just feel that. And then let your beautiful light open out. Let it become part of everything. So you are actually, all of a sudden, you are openness. And maybe you can explore a bit. What does this openness feel like? Observe it. You are it and you are observing it at the same time. Can you feel that unification with everything in this openness? We don't have any walls up anymore between us and something else. Not even a curtain is there anymore. Not even a window is there. There is no separation. And you may even have sensations in your body, how that feels. You may not even feel your body anymore. Just observe what you experience in this openness, in this state of openness. And I would actually like to read out to us Yonsei's words. And I would like to invite you to really feel them. Can you see that there is nothing to hide in your heart? And either is there anything to display? There is nothing. There is no intention to avoid. Feel that. No avoiding. Neither is there intention to seek. There is no need to draw attention. Neither is there need to please others. Wow. How does this feel, not to have to please others? There is no suspicion. Neither is there projection. In this state of openness, there is no arrogance. Neither is there effort to be humble. There is no judging others. Oh my God, no judging others. How beautiful is that state? How free does that make one feel? Neither is there fear of being judged. Oh. Wow, how free does that make you feel? There is no preference to gain. Neither is there aversion to loss. Can you feel that in this openness there is no aversion to loss? Wow. There is no desire for things to go your way. Neither is there resistance when things don't. There is no controlling. Neither is there negligence. There is no undue confidence. Neither is there fear of the unknown. There is no self-importance. Neither is there self-disapproval. feel that state of openness, of freedom, purest freedom. This is our true nature. And wow, does it feel good to be free, to be true. This is our potential. This is why we are doing what we are doing, working so hard to truly become aware of this, what we are already. So this openness is bright light. It's bright light everywhere. Our bright light, the universe's bright light. And maybe you can already feel there is something else there. There is something else very, very strongly there. It's love. There is no other way than feeling love when we are in this state of openness, because everything is love. So when we are open to everything, we experience that love of everything. That bright light is love. Chi is love. Everything is chi. And oh, is it beautiful to experience love in this openness. Because it's not anymore directed somewhere. It's again that presence of love. We can connect into this presence, this state of love. The universe is. And we can do that because of our beautiful openness. Just explore now for a few minutes your open state and the presence of love in that openness. Do it with Gongjing, with compassion, with understanding, with love. Maybe we can ask our true self and our heart to save this awareness, to anchor this awareness into our whole being, so that we can access it instantly when we think about it. A bit like what we do when we create a replacement pattern and we ask our Shin and Yi to affirm and accept the replacement pattern. So let's here affirm and accept that this is who we are, this is who you are, this experience of openness and love. So that we can recall it if we lose it. We can remember it when it would serve us to be open. So we can practice it in our daily life, coming back to this state again and again and again. And there comes the moment when we are this all the time. If you want to, you can combine it maybe with a gesture. You could put your hand on your heart, you can make a heart shape with your fingers or whatever you like. Something you connect to this awareness of openness and love. So when you make this, if you touch your heart or if you do whatever you decide to do, a finger form or whatever, then you're right here in this awareness of openness and love as a little helpful tool to get you there again. Some tactile connection. And so we can practice this. And we can use it in all the situations where we know that we close our heart to protect ourselves. Maybe we can try the opposite and touch our heart, come back to this openness and see what happens when we do that. And now open your arms out to the side, embracing the love. Actually, can you feel that you are it? You're embracing yourself by embracing the universe. And then bring your hand slowly back towards your heart and bring all this beautiful, beautiful experience into your heart. And then open your hands out again and connect to the bright, pure chi. All of it. And as your arms come back, it comes back to your lower dantian. And then rub your hands. And wash your face with love. You're actually washing the whole universe with love. Everything in the universe, everything on our planet is touched by this love. And then let your hands relax down. Maybe you can maintain this state of openness for as long as possible once you open your eyes. And before we finish and you do open your eyes, just become aware that it's possible to have the eyes open and still feel that state of openness too. It's also a practice we can do. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into ourselves, into each other at the end, isn't it? Because we are all one. it's just very touching, isn't it? Becoming aware of it. It's very touching. You have a beautiful, beautiful day. I love you very much. Bye.